Henne and his Farm Show on 100.5 and 790 News Radio WSGW and online WSGW.com.
A partly sunny but chilly good morning to you. I hope your day is going well for you, wherever you might be. We're having ourselves a good day because we decided to wear our overcoats.
Oh, yeah.
Terry Henne along with Jonathan Dent here at Radio Center. If we were doing a broadcast outside, I think I'd have a turtleneck on.
I'd be happy to have the headphones on, get some ear protection.
Keep the ears warm just a little bit. We got a breeze out there, too. What are our current conditions, John?
Well, you remember yesterday when we were reporting about 70, even after the rain at this time. Right now, out at the airport, we're at 55. Downtown Midland's at 57. And here at Radio Center, we're at 57 as well. Northwest breeze, 24 miles an hour.
And it was windy all night.
Yeah. Yep.
A lot of folks had some damage yesterday afternoon that they had to clean up after that system went through. And I know we reported initially that we didn't have any reports of hail in the immediate area. But then as we went through the day, I was getting a lot of input from listeners telling me that they had hail and in some cases hail damage done to vehicles. So especially in northern Michigan, just north of us.
I know that we got some up in Standish. We got about dime-sized hail is what I heard.
Yeah, and I did get a couple of reports of better than 1.5 inches of rain in that part of the area, too, from that system. Over in Michigan's thumb, we did see some reports as well of at least 1/2 inch, if not more, and in some cases close to 1 inch in the Huron County area. There was quite a bit of rain all around, but one thing was for sure, it really looked nasty yesterday morning, and a lot of folks experienced that later on as that system moves through. Now, finally, it's gone. It's well off to the east, and it is going to be generating some severe weather in a couple of spots to the east of Michigan, but a high-pressure system right now is dominating our weather. That high is located pretty much right overhead, and it is going to be moving into southeastern Ohio over the next 12 to 18 hours. So we're going to be looking at some sun. We're going to be looking at a few clouds. I hate to say this, but lake effect type activity, especially over in the northwestern third of the lower peninsula, where they're getting some rain shower activity, spotty, and pretty strong northeast wind all the way from just north of Traverse City down toward and including spots in Grand Rapids. Now, all that activity is going to be pretty much over on the west side of the state, but we could see a stray cell cross the Great Lakes Bay region as we go through the afternoon. So don't think that you can work outside and not get a little wet quick. That is that possibility. But one thing is for sure, 60 degrees is what we're looking at for a projected high temperature. And those northwest winds are going to continue as we go through the afternoon, gusting up to about 30 miles per hour or so. And they're going to taper off a little bit later on this afternoon, but still, we have a good possibility of some wind gusts up to 25 miles per hour tonight. But to add insult to injury, that thermometer is going to drop right down. We've been talking about this for the past several days, and we are projecting a temperature tonight of 40, but I think 38 is a lot closer to what we're going to experience in the immediate Great Lakes Bay area. I have been told that in northern Michigan, if the sky's clear, they are going to be looking at some potential frost advisories up in northern Michigan, because it is going to drop down below 35 in some of those spots. Again, it's going to have to clear off, and I think it will. I'm looking at mostly clear skies tonight. During the day tomorrow, we're going to warm up just a little bit more, 63 for a high. Sun, but then clouds late as we go into the late afternoon and the early evening hours tomorrow. A low of 49, so about 10 degrees warmer tomorrow night than what it will be tonight. Saturday, we're looking at clouds. There will be a glimpse of sun here and there. The chances of precipitation, they're going to be around on Saturday afternoon, but a much better chance on Saturday night. 65 for a high, 52 for a low. And then on Sunday, clouds, showers around, middle 60s, partly cloudy skies with still some showers around on Sunday night, 50 for a low. Then Monday and Tuesday, we're still going to have that threat of precipitation, but it is going to be quite light because we're still projecting below average on the precipitation factors, not only for next week, but also well into the first 5 days of the month of October. Now, we're going to begin to see a warming trend probably midweek next week, and then above average on the temperatures as we move into the first weekend of October and the work week after that. Normal high for this time of the year is 71 in the afternoon, 49 at night. Record high in this state set back in 2017 of 94, and we had a string, I think it was something like 5 or 7 days in a row, I'll have to take a look, where we had temperatures in the 90s back in 2017.
Great way to kick off the fall season.
Wow, I guess. 32 is a record low that was set back in 1949. And you say about the fall season, the equinox is tonight at about 9:03. More on the weather as we go through the broadcast. Who do we have standing by?
On the other side of this break, we're going to talk to Melinda Sweeney from the Andersons, and she's going to give us some news on the markets. But first, we want to remind you that our weather forecast today brought to you by the folks at Nutrien Ag Solutions.
Nutrien Ag Solutions has the local expertise to recommend the corn, soybean, and other seed products that are the best fit for your field. Plus, unparalleled agronomic support with products and services to unlock yield potential and improve crop performance from planting to harvest. Ask about our financing options to help you get more from every acre and lead the field. Visit your local Nutrien Ag Solutions branch or go to nutrienagsolutions.com.
They say there's a secret to growing a great crop. At Nutrien Ag Solutions, they beg to differ. It all starts with a strong foundation, and when it comes to fertilizer, there's no question that Titan XE drives dry fertilizer performance. They've been unlocking the potential in every prill of dry fertilizer with biocatalyst technology for over a decade. Visit lpi.ag/Titan or contact your Nutrien Ag Solutions crop consultant to drive your crop's potential today. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Weiss Equipment. If you've ever wondered how the farm all got its name, well, here's an abbreviated list of some of the jobs that the Case IH Farm All can do. Cutting hay, feeding, hauling, mowing, fertilizing, mixing feed, cleaning the barn, chopping, seeding, clearing, irrigating, furrowing, hoisting, harrowing, emergency tow, digging, leading parades, excavating, grading. But you kind of get the idea. Case IH Farm All tractors range from 35 to 140 horsepower, and Weiss Equipment in Frankenmuth knows that getting the job done starts with choosing the right Farm All. That's why they carry a wide range of Case IH Compact Farm All Series tractors, so you'll find the right fit for your operation. From the Value Pack Compact Farm All A Series to the Deluxe Compact Farm All C and C Series with cabs. So let's make it simple. This tractor does it all. So no matter what you're doing, Can Do comes in red. Farm All. Learn more at caseih.com/farmall or Weiss Equipment in Frankenmuth, doing it right longer. We say good morning to Melinda Sweeney from the Andersons. How are we doing today, Melinda?
Good morning. Corn is up 1, beans are down 4, and wheat up 2. Looking at just a lot of uncertainty, and the market's still searching for a little bit of clarity and a fair market value. With the threat of Ukraine shutting off the Black Sea supply, a lot of eyes are on Putin there. Putin is looking at annexing parts of Ukraine, and with that, those parts have become Russia, and he has began nuclear threats to secure his Russia. So a lot of eyes are on that. We also had the Fed raise basis by 75 points yesterday, which was expected, but obviously that takes a shock into the market with how it affects other countries' borrowing rates. So those are kind of the two big things everyone's looking at today. Putin says he will not renew the Black Sea export deal, allowing Ukraine to export grains. So the market is looking at the threat of that and still the threat of a global economic news of a recession. All eyes are still balancing those two things to try and figure out what's going to happen before harvest here.
So right now on the board, what do you have?
Yeah. Right now, nearby corn, new crop corn 22 is at $6.32. January corn is $6.57. New crop 23 corn is $5.73. New crop beans $14.04. January beans $14.24. Red wheat nearby is $8.24. New crop red wheat for 23, $8.62. Nearby white wheat $8.40. New crop 23, white wheat $9.12.
So what are we seeing as far as harvest goes, Melinda? Any activity around at the Andersons?
Yeah, we've seen a few loads of new crop soybeans this week. Parts of the northern part of the state got a little more than the 4/10 of rain that the National Weather Service was calling for. They got more of a 2-inch rain. So it's going to stagger a few guys a little longer, but we're starting to see some soybeans roll in.
What kind of quality are we talking here?
Good quality. We haven't seen any quality issues. The beans are, I would say, a little bit bigger than anticipated. And so far, not many concerns.
Oh, that's good news. I know that in some areas where it has been exceptionally dry, there's been some concern about the size of the beans, but in your particular case, not so much, huh?
Yeah, I feel like there's concern throughout the state in the dry pockets. That's definitely a concern we hold at location. But overall, the beans that we've seen come in were more of Group 1, Group 1.3 beans, and their moisture has been good. And the bean size has actually been bigger than what they anticipated for their crop. So gives me a little bit of optimism going into harvest.
Yep, we all need that. You take care. Have a great day, Melinda.
Thanks, you too.
You bet. Melinda Sweeney over at the Andersons. Doug Klein joining us now. The Market Report brought to you by the Frankenmuth Credit Union. They can help with lines of credit, equipment loans, financing for purchasing land, credit cards, and more. Find out how they can be your hometown financial solution. Find out by going to any of the locations of Frankenmuth Credit Union or going online at frankenmuthcu.org. And by Steiner Tractor, new parts for old tractors made easy. You know, they all know that your life and your job both stop if your tractor stops running. That's why they make it easy. Telephone number 234-3280 or go to steinertractor.com. All right, Doug. Give us the latest. Buckle up.
Michael Bloomberg's in the news. Dow
Oh,
Chemical hit a new low today. He is in the news because he pledged $85 billion to stop or rescind permits for petrochemical plants and plastic plants in the United States for expansion. So thank you very much. He's going after plastic the old-fashioned way with bribes and intimidation. How nice. He did a wonderful job destroying the coal industry and creating the drug addiction industry in West Virginia and all that. He's after natural gas next, by the way. You know, that clean fuel that was supposed to replace coal? Well, he doesn't like that one either. So he's a problem. And he's a Biden guy. So they're a problem. Interesting, though.
very.
So there's some broken bones in Russia. Apparently, the wives are breaking their husbands' bones to keep them from having to enlist in the army. So if you can't catch a flight out of Moscow, at least break an arm, and then they won't take you. So kind of getting chaotic over there.
Hard to fly with only one wing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. How would we know? Turkey cut their interest rates from 13% to 12%, even though their inflation rate is at 80% over the last year. So that's interesting how bad their situation is in Turkey. And by the way, there was some stolen ammo in North Carolina. 8 million rounds of Winchester ammo just disappeared. 3 different locations, 3 different containers, all cleared out. Nobody knows where it went. But the ATF is thinking that it's probably gone,
Hmm.
or might show up somewhere. But that's kind of interesting, kind of a Second Amendment workaround, Well, you can have all the guns you want. Well, not really, but just can't have any ammo. We're going to steal it. So, how cute is that? Here's your numbers. The December corn is 687.5. That's up 2 cents. The September of 23 corn is 641.5, up a penny. November soybeans 14.59 1/4, down 2 cents. The March soybeans 14.67, down 1.5. And November of 23 soybeans 13.83, down 1 1/4. December wheat is 907 3/4, up 4 cents. And the July of 2023 wheat is 909 3/4, down 1/2 penny. So crude oil was up a couple bucks this morning, but right now it's 83.91, up 96 cents. The heating oil is 333.74, up 7.5 cents. Gasoline is 252.26. That's up 3.5 cents. And the demand for gasoline has really, really taken a dive. So that economy, that feeling of uncertainty about your money is starting to hit the gasoline. We'll see where that goes. Natural gas is $7.57. That's down 25.5 cents. And they said that the cost of heating your home is going up by 17% this year. Couple that with the amount your portfolio lost, and it's kind of ugly. So I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, I do. But anyway, Canadian dollar is falling again very severely. The U.S. dollar buys $1.35 Canadian. That's up 35 ticks. The Japs, they intervened on the yen, so they strengthened it for the first time in 24 years. So the dollar currently buys you 142.13 yen. That's down by almost 200 ticks. The euro sitting at 98.30. That's down by 9 ticks. The dollar's at 111.34. That's up 70 ticks. And I think that was approaching. Let me see where it got to today. It got up to the high today is, let me see, 111.48. So continues to rise. Not a good thing. Gold sitting at 1678.60, up $2.90. Silver's 1952, up 4.5 cents. Platinum's at 906.70. It's down $9.30.
Have a good one, Doug.
Well, good luck to you.
Yes, I'm going to need it. Doug Klein over at Oppenheimer. Quick break. More coming up.
Are you in the market for a new Chevrolet? Do you have a lease coming due? I'm Steve Cook from Cook Chevrolet Buick and Vassar with a current update. First, let's talk about inventory. At Cook Chevrolet, you'll find about 60 vehicles in stock and 120 on the way. Now, most of them are Silverado pickups, with inventories at Equinoxes, Blazers, and Traverses starting to increase. Now for the deals. We've got Equinoxes from $228, Blazers from $238, and Crew Cab 4x4s from as low as $373 a month. And Chevy has just announced that they'll pay $1,000 towards Silverado accessories. That means you can get your tonneau cover and running boards for next to nothing. So let me repeat, Equinoxes $228, Blazers $238, pickups $373 a month, and for a limited time, $1,000 off pickup accessories. The Cook GM Superstore, M15 Top of the Hill in Vassar.
Payments based on GM employee and family lease, 10,000 miles per year and includes all rebates. $27.06 on Equinox, $28.37 on Blazer, $29.95 on Silverado due at signing. Chevy, find new roads.
Farm Service brought to you by Quality Roasting of Reese, offering competitive, consistent prices for your soybeans. Give them a call for a quote today. Jerry Samolsky, ready with the plan of the week, John?
Plan of the week with Jerry Samolsky from Bay Landscaping and Garden Center. Jerry, good morning.
Good morning. So plan of the week this week is Mops Golden Cypress. So it's an evergreen. It's yellow or golden in color. Most people think it's a small shrub that you can use on a foundation. You can, but the pruning gets to be very hard. I've seen them as big as 25 feet, but it's a very lacy and feathery type evergreen. No, not picky, and tolerant of a lot of soils. Of course, like every other plant, it enjoys moist, well-drained soil. Very hardy for our area. You can maintain it at about 4 to 6 feet pretty easy. But again, if you want them larger, let them go and they'll get there. It's really a great plant, beautiful color, and holds its color all winter long. So it's good stuff.
All right. Jerry, thank you.
Very good, Terry. And you can find them out here at 15% off until October 8th.
Oh, wow.
So we're having a quick little sale. Come on out and check it out. And you have a lot of fun, a lot of stuff to choose from.
Yeah. Bay Landscaping and Garden Center over in Essexville. Jerry, thanks. Along with us right now, we've got Craig Voorhees with the Rummel Agency. Craig, let's talk a little bit about policies and maybe some name changes on the policies.
Right, Terry. Good morning. The other day we were talking about the farm policy when you stop farming, and the question came up yesterday with a customer about, well, when a member of the family passes away and their name is on the policy, when do we take that off? Well, there's no hurry to do that, and when you do it, you want to make sure that everything has transferred out of that person's name, meaning vehicles, property, equipment. That's the right time to do it, when everything is no longer in their name. However, if it moves into a trust, you still want to keep the trust on the policy, because the trust can get protected from the policy also, and you want to keep that in place.
Good advice. Take care, Craig. We'll talk to you later.
All right, Terry. Thank you very much.
You betcha. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at the Michael Sarr Crop Insurance Agency. Get that wheat taken care of right now with the Michael Sarr Agency, because they are licensed to serve all of Michigan with both conventional and organic crop insurance. They can take care of it for you. The agents can be reached on their cell for questions or emergencies, or you can give the Sarr Agency a call at 989-868-4772. We say good morning to David Anderson over at Baird & Company. What's going on right now, David?
Hey, good morning, Terry. Well, it depends on if you're a glass half full or glass half empty type of person. If you're half empty, then the markets are dealing with a little bit of heartburn based on yesterday's Federal Reserve interest rate increase. If you're glass half full, then you're being treated to a end of summer sale. We've got the Dow Jones Industrial Average down 81 points, 30,102, volume of 333 million shares. Got the NASDAQ off 137 at 11,082, volume of 386 million shares. NASDAQ down 27 points at 3762. Locally, Deere down 170 at 348.11. Caterpillar down 86 at 171.13. CMS Energy down 42 at 65.48. Dow up 4 pennies at 45.02. DuPont down 59 at 52.56. Corteva up 73 cents at 59.96. Huntington Bank down 30 cents at 13.42. Independent Bank down 37 cents at 19.80. GM down 22 cents at 37.47. Ford down 14 cents at 12.91. Mosaic down 42 cents at 53.08. And AT&T up 3 pennies at 16.28.
David Anderson over at Baird & Company. We'll be right back.
Looking for a career where every day is different? Got a knack for working on farm equipment? We're looking to grow our team. Hudson Inc., your local John Deere dealer, is responsible for keeping farmers of America running. Honest, dependable, and self-reliant mechanical technicians is who we are looking for. Hudson provides continuing education, tool allowances, and benefits. If you're interested in becoming a part of the Hudson team, go online and search Hudson Inc. Careers for more information.
As far as our crop conditions are concerned around the state, we have noticed a little bit of deterioration when it comes to some of our crops, in particular the soybeans, where we have seen a little bit off of the excellent into the good to fair category right now. Sugar beet harvest continues. That'll pick up a little bit in intensity. We'll be back at 12:30 with an update. Now we conclude our program with the playing of our national anthem.
From the premier kitchen and